You've taken the prescription drug Pradaxa to treat your atrial fibrillation, and you've experienced some problems. My name's Dan Burke, and I'm an attorney at Parker Waichman in New York, and I answer questions concerning Pradaxa and injuries stemming from Pradaxa on a daily basis. Pradaxa is a prescription drug used in patients who suffer from a disease called atrial fibrillation. What atrial fibrillation is a type of irregular heartbeat that allows the blood to pool in the body and could lead to clots and cause heart attacks and strokes. Pradaxa is intended to prevent those heart attacks and strokes from happening. The problem with Pradaxa is that it causes a number of bleeding events, such as gastrointestinal bleeds and bleeding events in the brain. Pradaxa, in fact, has been linked to more deaths and bleeding events than any other drug that's been monitored by the FDA in the past year. Of particular concern with Pradaxa is not only its direct ability to cause bleeding events, but in cases where there's a seemingly minor injury, such as a bump on the head or a closed head injury that causes some bleeding, the problem with Pradaxa is that the bleeding cannot be stopped in any practical manner beyond dialysis, where drugs in competing class, drugs such as Coumadin and otherwise known as Warfarin, if bleeding happens while the patient's on one of those drugs, it could be stopped by the administration of vitamin K or other means. So if you've taken Pradaxa and you've suffered from any type of bleeding event or problem, give us a call. We answer questions concerning this drug all the time. Again, my name's Dan Burke. I'm a lawyer at Parker Waichman in New York, and I thank you for taking the time to watch.